hunt the clothes.
Dear old inner city Dublin, the note I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to old J. Arthur, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Hackney Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me. Yes, it's goodbye to old J. Arthur, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Hackney Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Hardcore FM podcast show. I'm your host, of course, as usual, Hardcore Declan. Now, Mr. De Silva decided to do a video last night, which was so funny. It was so hilarious last night. And we'll touch on Mr. De Silva in a moment. Because he seems to be always doing these videos. He says he never thinks about me, but he does all these weird videos about me and shit like that. But let's. I want to address Lachlan's sister, okay? Because he stated in the video last night that she's pissed off, okay? If you have an issue with me, Lachlan's sister, you know where to find me, okay? You can email me if you have an issue with me. The real person you should have an issue against is Anthony De Silva, because obviously he told me your brother passed away, and of course he didn't tell you that he was slagging my mate that passed away. So what goes around comes around, okay? So you stay pissed. I don't care. I don't. As I said in my last podcast, I've no remorse about your brother taking drugs. He took drugs and he died. There's nothing we can do about it. And I'm not sitting here trying to be disrespectful or anything like that. It'd be like if I died from a drug overdose tomorrow, what do you think people should mourn me? No, they shouldn't, because it was my fault. If I take drugs, that's up to me. I'm taking drugs. It shouldn't have to have a burden on the rest of my family. So if I die tomorrow from taking drugs, which I'm obviously not going to be stupid enough to take drugs. But if I do take drugs, I'm not, if I pass away or whatever, why should people mourn me? Well, I feel sorry for the family. Anybody that has been affected with shit like this, I feel sorry for them, but I don't feel sorry for the people that take drugs. I didn't put a gun to this guy's head and say you better take drugs. But it's not nice, Mr. De Silva, now when you're going around talking shit about my dead mate. So it hurts, doesn't it? I must have hit a nerve last night or whenever I done that video. I must have really hit a nerve. I must have really hit a nerve, Mr. De Silva. But to Lachlan's sister, I don't care. You be pissed. Stay pissed. Stay pissed. If you have something to say to me, you can email me at declankavanagh186@gmail.com if you have something to say to me. Because trust me, as I'm saying to right now, I have no remorse for anybody to take drugs. No remorse of somebody that takes drugs. I feel sorry for the family that has to go and bury the person, as I said in my last podcast. But I've no remorse. It's different if a person was died from maybe accidentally they got shot or something, or they got ran over by a car. I would feel really bad for the person and that passed away in the family. But I've no remorse. I have no remorse for these people. Like this, if Lachlan's sisters listen to this podcast show, which she probably will through Mr. De Silva, if she's listening to this podcast show, the person you should be pissed off at is Anthony De Silva himself. Okay? Because he's going around talking shit about my dead friend, so I'll talk shit about his dead friend. Okay? What goes around fucking comes around, okay? Now, I don't care, lucky sister, or whatever your name is, I don't know your name. But if you have an issue with me, you can email me on, as I said, Declan Kavanagh, DECLAN KAVANAGH 186 You can email me and you can say it to me face or whatever you have to say. But anyway, moving on to Mr. Da Silva, he had a lot to say last night in his shitty video, saying that I'm up half the night on PlayStation. Well, first of all, that's a lie. I'm up. Actually, what did he say? I'm up all night on PlayStation, talking to Glenn, Keith, Louise, and we're talking about him. Well, first of all, I don't have a PlayStation anymore. Second of all, when I am speaking to Glenn, Keith, and Louise, your name doesn't even get mentioned, bro. So you're obviously either intoxicated in something and you're paranoid or something, or you're just paranoid. We don't mention you, bro. We do not mention your name when we're together. I'm not gonna say we're not on PlayStation. Just put it that way. But when we are in a chat together, we don't mention you. Okay? What else did he say? Because I'm not even gonna play his video. I haven't got time for this bullshit to me. That I do be up all night till 5 o'clock in the morning. I appear off nine. That's funny because I've been playing my Xbox. I've been on Red Dead like for the last fucking 3 weeks, bro. So how the fuck am I on PlayStation? Explain to me how the fuck am I on PlayStation? If I was on PlayStation, I'd say I was on PlayStation. So he's getting this shit into his head that we're all on PlayStation, and we meet up, and we just like the conversation is about Mr. Da Silva when 9 times out of 10 when me myself and Keith and Louise and maybe Glenn Pops boy we never discuss your name doesn't even come into the equation, bro. So just be aware of that your name does not come into the equation. The only time your name comes into the equation is when I'm doing a video because you do a video about me. That's the only time I mention your name. So what else did he say? I can't even remember. It was so hilarious last night. It was just so hilarious last night. The video, that Lucky Sister's pissed off, and I'm up till like fucking 5 in the morning on fucking PlayStation when I don't even have a PlayStation no more. So, what else? Oh, he said I'm subscribed to his channel when I can fucking prove that in a heartbeat. I can prove that in a fucking heartbeat. All I do is just put my fucking camera on and go to your YouTube channel and it'll say subscribe. I would never ever fucking subscribe to your channel, bro. It's the most you say my channel is shit when I have more fucking followers than you, more fucking subscribers than you, bro. What have you got? 20, 25 subscribers, some shit like that. Try 45, bro, or 43. I think it is 43 subscribers, bro. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. What else did he fucking say? Because I have it in fucking videos. I do be falling asleep, man. So that's to tell you how much I do be fucking listening. I don't even know if I even should play his fucking some of his video because I like it's just like boring. It's like vomit, like literally vomit. Um, what was it? The title of the video? This guy just projects all his problems. Oh, here we go.
Basically disrespecting my friend that had passed away, calling him a junkie.
Oh, actually, hold on. That's another thing. If you listen back to the video, I didn't use the word junkie. I said he's a druggie. I didn't mention anything about a junkie. But if you overdose on pills, bro, then you took drugs. You took illegal drugs. So he was obviously doing some sort of illegal activity, bro. I wouldn't be surprised, Mister De Silva, if you gave him them fucking drugs. I'm actually getting really, now I'm getting this. Now I wouldn't be surprised if that Mister De Silva fucker gave him them drugs. Like he talks about my friends, bullshit. That what was it? He talks about my friends saying, "Oh, anybody that is with me and shit like that is on drugs." Like what the fuck, like bro, serious. Where's the volume on this? Okay, there we go. Because I don't know if it's his channel or something is low or what the fuck, or it's my fucking speaker system or something. But he, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gave them drugs or some shit. But anyway, what's this?
Even though that's not how he went out, he was not a junkie. He was not a drug addict. He died of a drug overdose because of what someone gave him.
Exactly.
He took it, and he had an adverse reaction to it.
Exactly. He overdosed. He overdosed on what somebody gave him. But did they force him to take it? Did they put a gun to his head and say, "You better take it"? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Because trust me, I've seen people on drugs, and all they want is more, and then when they're coming off the withdrawal symptoms, and they're like, "Oh, I need a fix. I need a fix." So so are you telling me that your friend either didn't mean to take these drugs or he was forced to take these drugs, even though he'd probably do a video saying he was forced to do the drugs, which I don't believe. A person should not be forced to do anything. A person should not be forced to do anything. This guy will be sure. Look, I spoke to this Lachlan guy before many times, and they used to. I think they used to even talk about drugs. So it's not like this guy, took drugs for the first time and went out. This guy obviously has been dabbling with drugs for I don't know, a year, maybe 2 years, some shit like that. Because I think he said he used to grow some shit or something in his back garden or something. Now I don't know if that's cannabis or what the fuck, but I think he said he used to grow some shit in his back garden or whatever the fuck it was. But anyway, oh yeah, just for the record as well, by the way, Mr. De Silva, I don't control who texts, who comments on your channel. You're saying that I'm sending my goons after you, which is Keith and Glenn. Okay, first of all, I don't know who's texting you. I don't know who's texting you. I don't know if it's Glenn. I don't know if it's Keith. I don't know. But I have no control if they are sending you comments. If they are sending you comments, then I have nothing to do with this. So put that in your tail. And that's another thing you need to shut the fuck up about. Put your fucking tail between your legs and keep walking, bro. You're saying that, like, oh, I'm sending all my people after you. My people. Who the fuck is my people? Nobody owns a person. Who the fuck is my people? Like, I don't control what Keith does. If Keith wants to, it's the same if Keith texts her. If Keith texts her, Keith is more than welcome to text her. I'm not in control of what he does. Same with Glenn. I'm not in control of what Glenn does. So, what the fuck, bro? Like, serious, bro. Like, I just think that, you're talking shit about my dead friend, and because I spoke about your dead friend, it must have hit a nerve, bro. So, like, really, did I really hit a nerve, bro? That you went, you cried, boo hoo hoo. Like, that's not gonna bring it back, bro. And I don't care about Lachlan's sister. As I said, if she wants to speak to me, she can email me, whatever the fuck she wants to do. I don't care. I don't play cat and mouse type of shit. Okay, so I don't care if Lachlan is there over in Australia or whatever the fuck, pissed off with me. I don't care. I don't give a bollocks. But as I said, if Lachlan's sister is listening, the person you should blame is Anthony De Silva because he was the one who told me he'd do it. I didn't even know he'd do it. And I couldn't really give a fuck if he do it or not. I couldn't care less if he do it or not. Couldn't care. Couldn't care. It'd be like if I died tomorrow, nobody would give a fuck. Do you think I'm going to look down from the skies or whatever and say, "Oh, nobody gives a shit"? Well, I'm dead, so tough shit. So I'm hardly gonna able to come back and start kicking the shit out of people to say, "Oh, you better care." I don't care if I die tomorrow and nobody has a funeral for me. Do I give it? I don't care because I'm not gonna be the one that's lifting the coffin or whatever the fuck, bro. I don't care. I don't really give a shit. But what else did he say? What else? Because I think we have covered this video because I don't even want to hear his voice.
Lachlan was a junkie, and I showed the video to his sister.
And that's funny because I never
once
used the word junkie, by the way.
But anyway, Glenn and Keith left comments on my video, so Declan is sending his goons after me.
My goons.
This guy just can't help himself. So we're going to start with this first comment 1 day ago. And this is crazy. So crying face emojis or laughing, I don't know what that is. I don't speak emojis, as I said in the past. That's from Glenn. The second is Declan is on your brain 24/7. Go worry about Lachlan or Ross, your old bang buddy. Yeah. Crying face emojis. He's on my brain 24/7.
He is.
As you see here, Keith left comments.
Trust me, he even just admitted it. He's on my brain 24 hours a day. He just admitted it, that he is on my brain 24 hours a day. So this guy, obviously, as I said, I'm repeating myself from previous videos. This guy, he's just as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he says he has pictures of me. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a picture on the wall about me. And shit like that. Just that weird shit. It's like that weird, crazy shit, you know what I mean? But as I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Walk Keith and Glenn. If Glenn and Keith text you on your channel, maybe why don't you go and give out to them? Don't be saying, "Oh, I'm sending these people after you." These people are grown men. I cannot tell a grown-ass man to say, "Oh, you better not do this." So why don't you go get your fucking God knows what the fuck out of your ass and give out to them instead of saying, "Oh, I'm sending my goons after me," when they're two adult human beings. So if you have a problem with Glenn or Keith, whoever the fuck is texting you in, you go and you speak to them. You go and speak to them. Don't involve me, bro. I don't tell them what to do. I don't know where you're going with this. I don't tell Keith what to do. I don't tell Glenn what to do. I don't tell any of my friends what to fucking do. So I honestly don't know where you're going with this, bro. But apparently I'm telling Keith and Glenn. I'm telling Keith and Glenn what to do, texting in your channel. Really, bro? What else?
Comments 4 days ago. Glenn left a comment 2 days ago and 1 day ago. So he's on my brain. He's not even mentioned at my dinner table. Once I'm off of YouTube.
So you know the funny thing about it? He's such a loyal prick. He's not mentioned at my dinner table, but he does videos about me. So he obviously during the day, as the day goes on, he concocts up bullshit. And half of the shit is just lawyers. He said he was talking to my father. My father wouldn't even know how to even speak to you, first of all. Second of all, my father wouldn't. He's too old to even fucking. He's lucky to even use a phone. Never mind the fucking Facebook. So I don't know where you're going with this, bro. You know that you were talking to my dad last week. Wow, Jesus, it must have been like maybe I have two fathers or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's my dad from from Mullingar. Oh yeah, and that's another thing as well. He's saying that there's no St. Lomans Hospital in Dublin. Yes, there is, by the way, and it's actually in Lucan. And I'm going to prove. I'm actually going to get the address up for St. Lomans Hospital, Dublin. What's the address for St. Lomans Hospital, Dublin, Lucan?
Address for St. Lomans Hospital is 63 Mount Andrew Road.
Oh, what happened there? 63 Mount Andrew, that's all I know, but hold on, shit. Hold on, wait. What's the address for St. Lomans Hospital, Dublin?
St. Lomans Hospital is at 63 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Walls, Lucan, Company Dublin.
So it's 62 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Walls, Lucan, County Dublin. So with the I don't know if there's a St. Lomans. There probably is a St. Lomans in Mullingar. I don't know, but the one in Dublin is a mental hospital. So I don't know where he's gone with all this bullshit. But there you go. There's the address for St. Lomans Hospital, bro. You know, you tried to kind of, come on here to show people, St. Lomans Hospital in Mullingar. There probably is a St. Lomans Hospital in Mullingar. I'm talking about the one in Dublin, the mental hospital in Dublin, bro. Not the one in Mullingar or fucking whatever the hell. If there's another one, though, I wouldn't be surprised if there's one in fucking Scarsdale or fucking Bronxville. So that's another thing. He was like, St. Lomans Hospital is in Mullingar. Well, wow. Well, how come I just said, what's the address for St. Lomans Hospital in Dublin, huh? 63 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Gardens, County Dublin, bro. There you go, bro. I'm about to give you the fucking address, bro. I'm about to give you the address. 63. Hold on. Yeah, it's where the hell is the address again? It is and there's also one in Devlin Road, Mullingar too. So there must be like a couple of St. Lomans hospitals in the Republic. But the one that I have is 62 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Walls, Lucan, County Dublin. I can't make this shit up, bro. The woman just said the address. So I can't make. Wait, what services did I even use? Hold on, let's see. Okay. It says here administration unit at St. Endit's unit, St. Lomans Hospital. So it's basically a psychiatric hospital. It's basically a psychiatric hospital. And once again, I'm going to give the address out for Mr. De Silva, just in case he missed it. It's where the hell's the address? It's 62 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Walls, Lucan, County Dublin. Okay, and if you want me to let the Google, okay, give me the address of St. Lomans Hospital in Lucan.
St. Lomans Hospital is at 63 Mount Andrew Rise, Yellow Walls, Lucan, Company Dublin.
Okay, so there you go. So I let the girl talk. There you go. 63 Mount Andrew Rise, Lucan, Yellow Walls, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't give a fuck. What else? What else did he say in this video? Because I don't know, half the video, half the time of his videos is like fucking boring, bro. It's like nearly falling asleep type of shit. Let me see. What else did he say?
I don't even talk about this guy at all.
You don't
So,
talk about the school, but
who's-
you have how many videos on your channel about me? How many? Like it must be probably I'd say about. I think at one stage the record was probably 10. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not far off that one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably about 10 videos again, the record. So that's a big lie. That's a big lie. He said he doesn't talk about me, but he has videos. Every single video on his channel is about me or my friends. Like really, bro. What else is he saying? Come on.
Who's worrying about who? You
Well,
guys
you
are
were.
on PlayStation,
Oh, here we go.
like right now.
I'm on
Declan's appearing
PlayStation right
offline,
now.
probably having a conversation about me. So who's on whose brain?
Wait,
Anyway,
hold on, wait. That sounds
or like 2
paranoia.
days
Rewind
ago
that
and
back.
1 day ago.
Hold on. I want to hear when you hear his paranoia. When you hear his paranoia, I'm probably on PlayStation now talking about him. Do I sound like I'm actually on live, bro?
He's on my brain. Like
Here,
he's
here
not
we
even
go.
mentioned at my dinner table.
Here's the paranoia kicking
Like
in.
once I'm off of YouTube,
Come on,
I don't even talk about
come
this
on.
guy.
Let's the paranoia kick
At
in.
all.
Come on.
So who's worrying about who?
Come on. Where's the? Oh,
You
here's the
guys are
paranoia.
on PlayStation, like right now, because Declan's appearing offline,
Oh, the
probably having a
paranoia.
conversation about me.
The
So who's on
paranoia.
whose brain? Anyway,
So I'm on PlayStation right now, even though I'm doing a live, even though that video was yesterday. So that's funny because when I seen that video last night, I think I was in bed or something. So I don't know where he's getting this, which I've explained already. I don't have a PlayStation, and then the paranoia kicks in, saying, "Oh, you're probably on PlayStation talking about me." Nobody gives a fuck about you, bro. Nobody. Anybody that I talk to, if it's Keith, if it's Glenn, if it's Matthew, if it's God knows who the fuck I do be talking to, because I'm missing count. I'm talking to so many people these days. I think I'm gone fucking Alzheimer's shit. Nobody cares. Like nobody gives a bollocks. What who's like you're saying people are talking about you, bro. You obviously need to stop and grow up and because that's what a child does. A child does that shit. Are you talking about me? Are you talking? A child does that shit. You're a fucking what are you? 24, 25 years old, 26-year-old man. Grow up, bro. Serious. When I was fucking 18, bro, I was acting like a 25-year-old. When I was 18 years old. So what the fuck? Grow the fuck up, bro. Serious. You're going on like you know what he's like. When you're in school and somebody's picking on you, bullying you, and I'm telling the teacher and you fight be a man and fucking be sunk up and fucking fight the person. Don't be running behind the teacher and say he's bullying me, miss or sir, or go to your mummy and say he's bullying me, mammy. Like what the fuck? Serious, bro. Grow the fuck up. Nobody's talking to you. Well, nobody's talking to you. Nobody's talking about you. So, where are you going with all this? We don't talk to you. We don't talk about you. So, get over it, bro. I think this guy thinks we sit here day in, day out. When I've been playing my Xbox for the last month, I've been actually playing Red Dead because GTA has gone shit. And so, how the fuck can I be on both consoles at the same time? How can I be on both consoles if I'm on the Xbox and I don't have a PlayStation? So how the fuck? What am I? What am I having? An invincible fucking PlayStation or something? Do I have an invincible PlayStation, bro? What else did he say?
Keith leaves a comment, and I know all about you, Mr. Anthony D. Silva. Who the fuck is Anthony D. Silva? That's not my name, so I'm not worried about that comment. But or maybe he's just doing that to get himself out of legal trouble by butchering the last name like how his lover Declan does. His name is never out of your mouth. Something else, you must fancy this Declan guy so much. Well, he asked you to marry him, so who's
you know
fancying
the
who?
funny thing, right, about that, right? I was on live like a couple of weeks ago and I was messing with Keith. Because Keith was having a bad day. And I was like, oh, Keith, will you marry me? Shit like that, you know what I mean? Just messing. And of course, you know, he obviously, you know, thinks I'm being serious. And even though, to be honest, I don't think it's any of his business, you know, what I speak to Keith or what you know, what I do to Keith or what way I speak to Keith. Don't think it's any of his business. But of course, I said like, "Oh, will you marry me, Keith?" Messing, you know, I'm down on my knee, blah blah blah. You know, fucking taking the piss, like. And of course, you know, this goonball thinks I'm being serious. This goonball thinks I'm serious. Like, if I was serious, I'd come out and say, "Yeah, I'm being serious." But you know, this like that's how hilarious this shit is. It's like, as I said, it's like Chinese whispers. You know, I say something, and then all of a sudden it comes back. You know, all fucking twisted and mixed up and different and shit like that. You know, if you ever played Chinese whispers, you know, you might say red ball, and then somebody might say, "Oh, the red ball." And then is something, you know, shit like that. It's been years since I played fucking Chinese whispers. And the time it gets around the circle, it could be all like jumbled all over the kit. Like you could have said, you could have said, oh, the postman Pat has a black and white cat, right? Just say right, and then you goes the postman Pat has a black and white cat and a yellow van, and so on, so on, so on, so on. I'm like, well, I didn't say that. You know, I didn't say that. So, you know, so it's kind of, you know, as you get around to the end, it's like completely different. Sometimes it might be the same. Sometimes it's all like jibble jabble all over the kip. Um, so this guy believes that, you know, even though, you know, I like having a laugh with my friends. And they like having a laugh at me, and you know, there's no harm done. But this nosy cunt in America, he's coming in, he's sticking his nose. He's like, you know, when like you're in a function room, you book the room out, and all your guests are here, and all of a sudden walks in this person out of nowhere and says, "Oh, hi guys." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing here? Get out!" Like, you know, just the nose. You know what I mean? That's what Mr. De Silva is. He's a nosy piece of shit shouldn't be even like he'd walk into this place when he's not welcome, and he'd be told to leave, and he'd still like, oh, I'm Pinocchio here. I want to poke around a little bit, you know, shit like that. And you know, obviously his father's supposed to be a police officer, and you know, like father like son, like he probably pokes around like his fucking father, where he's like, oh, I'm a police officer. I'm the son, so I'll poke around with my nose and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you know the cops. Even when they're at work, cops are always cops. You know, they have their fucking noses in the air. Shit, I don't know what happened there. So you know, shit like that. But you know, I don't know why. You know, he's coming out with all this weird shit. You know, like where he's not welcome. You know, like he'd come to a party, like, you know, and he'd be like, "Oh, what's the story? I'm here to poke around," and he'd be like, "Get out!" No, I'm here to poke around. No, get the fuck out, bro. So, but what else does he say? Because I think I covered
The
everything.
video that Declan had made basically disrespecting my friend that had passed away, calling him a junkie.
Did that hurt you, Shinari? Did that really hurt you, bro? Well, you know the funny thing about this guy, and I'm gonna get out of here in a minute because I've other things to do. You know, I've actually have to go to bed. You know, it's late over here. But you know the funny thing about it is, it's all right for him to talk shit about my friends and my poor little mate that passed away. So nothing happens to him. But when I talk smack about fucking his mates, I'm the bad person. Like when you know, I was basically just trying to teach this guy a lesson. I was trying to teach this guy a lesson, but obviously he's not learning his lesson. And I will continue talking shit because I trust me, I get word back, I get information back from New York, and I will put it on the internet. I don't give a fuck. I will put it on the internet. I don't care. I don't care what you say, bro. You know, it's like a one way street. You know, it's okay for him to go up it, but I can't go up it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's alright for he was talking trash about my mate Colin, and I remember that day. I was actually trying to see if I could find on one of his videos. I think he deleted it, where he stated that, oh, your mate is on a slab. Like, what type of sick human being says that? I only came on here last week. I wasn't even gonna touch to say, yeah, oh, it's alright for you to talk shit, but I'll talk shit about your mate. And your mate took drugs and died. And so what? I don't care, bro. I don't really give a fuck about your mate, about you. Like, serious, bro. I don't really give a fuck. You know, like you're sitting there saying about your mate and boo hoo. Boo the fuck hoo. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Honestly, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, your mate's dead. Get over it. The way my mate is dead. Boo hoo. It hurts, doesn't it? When somebody else talks shit about your mate. But it's alright for you to talk shit about my fucking mate. Boo fucking hoo, bro. And I don't care. You probably do a fucking video later. I don't give a fuck, bro. I couldn't give a shit, bro. But let's see. What else is he saying?
A drug addict. Even though that's not how he went out. He was not a junkie. He was not a drug
Never said
addict.
that. Get it right,
He
bro.
died of a drug overdose because of what someone gave him.
Okay.
And he took it, and he had an adverse reaction.
Oh, will you fuck off? He had this. That. He took it with knowing the dangers. He took the fucking thing, knowing the dangers of drugs, bro. Do you not learn? Do people not learn the dangers of drugs? What they do to you? What they do to you? I don't give a shit if he had a allergic reaction or whatever the fuck he's shitting about. He took drugs, probably with rat poison in it, and he killed them. And what?
And Lachlan was a junkie. And I showed the video to his sister.
I don't care if you show the video.
She was not fucking happy.
I don't care.
But anyway.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
Lynn and Keith left comments on my video, so Declan is sending his goons after me.
Are we
guys making the millions? The only reason I can think because of that is because the cost of living is so high out there. But anyway, I want to bring us back to this because this is where Matthew Stein, or just about,
go away, boy.
But he lives in England or the United Kingdom. Bad about this guy. He doesn't like it. He can't take criticism. He doesn't like the First Amendment. He doesn't like freedom.
Hold on. Wait. Did he just say anybody that texts him on his video, he responds to them people? He didn't respond to those two messages. So he's sitting here. He's the only person that's criticizing is himself. He's criticizing himself. I don't care if people text her. I don't even bother responding to people. I don't even bother. I'm not trying to respond to people. Okay? So he's calling himself a hypocrite when he's basically trying to say that I don't respond to people. When half the time when they do text in, I always say, "Oh, hello," or whatever. I acknowledge them on the text. I don't reply. I don't reply. I don't do that bullshit replying bullshit crap. Really? So the only person is himself. He's a big fucking hypocrite, and I don't care. He can tell his sister. I don't care. I don't really give a fuck, bro. I don't know his sister, so I don't give a fuck. Don't know Lucky. I don't give a fuck. All I know is he's a dead ass guy that took drugs. Okay? Okay? So if that's hurting you so much, bro, boo fucking who? Boo the fuck who, bro. If that's hurting you. But it's okay for you to go talk shit about my friends and people that have passed away belong to me, bro. It's okay for that, alright. But when I say something, oh, well, you're this and that, I don't care if I'm this or that. You know what? I'd rather be honest than be a fraud or a fake. I'd rather be honest than a fake. And people taught me over the years, don't be a fake. Be honest. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being honest. I'm here. I'm doing a live here right now, and I don't really give a fuck about your dead me. I don't give a fuck. So do another fucking video because your videos are just like meaningless at this rate. It's like like it's like next week he'll repeat a shit again, like saying, "Oh, do you remember this happened back this?" Bro, your shit is just repeat. Because you have no material to talk about. When I cover the wrestling, I don't even bother talking about this guy. I'd rather come on here, talk to me friends, maybe the odd time, give a few shout outs, play a bit of music, talk about wrestling, have a bit of a laugh, and then I'm listening to this shite bags from America that thinks he knows everybody in Dublin. Oh, and then another thing. Oh, I'm not from Dublin. I'm not from Dublin when I was born in Dublin. I was born in Dublin, bro. My birth certificate states that I was born in Dublin. So how the fuck am I not from Dublin, bro? With a Dublin accent. What did he say? He said, "Oh, because my friends are from Dublin, I like to pretend I'm from Dublin when I'm from Dublin, bro." I grew up in the south side of Dublin. I'm not gonna say where I grew up because he probably fucking knows over there too. I grew up in the south side, and it was a fucking shithole. That's the reason why we moved down the country because it was a kip, and it's still a kip today. But I'm not gonna give you my location where I used to live. But he's basically trying to say that I'm not from Dublin. Well, I think my accent talks for myself to say yes, I am from Dublin. I was born and reared, and I think I spent about 20 years in fucking Dublin from the day I was born up to it was like what 1920. So explain to me how the fuck I am not from Dublin. Explain to me how the fuck I'm not from Dublin. That's another fucking thing. What else? What else? Because I'm
speech. In his video, he even called me an American motherfucker, so he hates
he
Americans.
is a
He hates
American
Australians.
motherfucker.
If you're not Irish, like from Ireland, which this guy doesn't even live in Ireland.
I
He
don't
was
live
born there. He was born in Donamead. Claims he's from Dublin.
Oh wait.
He's not from Dublin, folks.
Wait, does he not realise Donamead is actually in Dublin? Even though I'm not from Donamead, but Donamead is actually in Dublin. Oh, and what else? Oh yeah. Oh, apparently, I don't know. I can't name even one street in Dublin. Well, I could probably name about 10 streets. Let's see if I can name 10 streets. Mary Street, Cattlebrewer Street, O'Connell Street, Grafton Street, St. Stephen's Green, uh, Henry Street, Abbey Street. What else? Let me see. Hardcore Street. Uh, what other street? Ashton Key. And one more. Let me see. College Green. There's 10. I'm not naming 10. I could probably name another 10. But there's 10 streets in Dublin. And he says, I don't know. I don't even know. But then, of course, he's going to get on his little YouTube and say that I used Google Maps when I had to actually think of some of the streets. There's Blessington Street. There's the Garden of Remembrance. Gardiner Street. Marlborough Street. Store Street. Like Amiens Street. That's about 15 now, isn't it? Is that an extra 5, guys? So for a person that doesn't live in Dublin for 20 years or 19 years, I don't know. I don't know the streets of Dublin. I don't know if this fucker knows New York. I don't care. I don't give a bollocks. It doesn't bother me. I know where I came from the south side of Dublin. I know the main streets of Dublin. I think that's it, isn't it? It's not it. This is. Let's play more of this bullshit where he states that I don't know any street in Dublin when I named 15
Dublin. This guy.
streets.
Let me.
Come on, here we go.
We're gonna do the bombshell.
And the way he says
tonight.
Grafton
This guy right
Street,
here,
by the way, he can't even.
not from Dublin. Can't name one street in Dublin.
Which
He goes
I
to
named
Dublin,
15.
he'll be in culture shock because he'll be
15. I named 15 streets in Dublin, bro. So
robbed probably like in 2 seconds, and then go cry for the Garda Síochána to like take a report so he can get his property back.
Grafton Street.
He doesn't know one street in Dublin,
Come on.
just like I don't know one street in New York
Come
City. Probably 42nd Street, but I don't know one street in New York City other than 42nd Street. He probably knows what's that, Grafton Street or something.
Grafton Street. What the hell is Grafton? It's Grafton Street, not Grafton Street. Oh man, Grafton Street. What the fuck is Grafton Street? It's Grafton Street, not Grafton Street. Oh, this guy cannot speak, man. This is so fucking hilarious, bro. So I'm not from Dublin. I'm from Donemead, even though Donemead is in Dublin. Oh God, man! Seriously, I need to go off or something and fucking smoke a packet of cigarettes, man. This is so funny. This is so fucking funny, bro. That Grafton Street. What the fuck is Grafton Street? What are we living in the fucking
in
Liberties?
Dublin. I don't know, but this guy is not from Dublin. He's from Donemead. He lives in Northern Ireland in the UK.
Oh,
He's a British citizen. He claims he hates British people, but he lives in England or the United Kingdom,
I
Northern
live in
Ireland.
England. When I'm part of the Republic of Ireland, you fucking dope. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with people today? Honestly, what is wrong with people? I live in Donemead, which is in Dublin. Now I live in the UK. What the fuck is going on? What? Honestly, I'm speechless. I'm really, really fucking speechless, bro. What else is he saying?
And he does this false advertisement saying he's from the mean streets of Dublin because Glenn, Keith, and Louise are from the mean streets of Dublin. He did the same thing with me. He even claimed he was from New York at one time. This is how crazy this fucking guy is. But then he says, like, I want to be a police officer because my father's a police officer. And, like, he does this whole projection thing, man. He projects all his problems on other people. And I took a police exam. I never took a police exam for the state of New York.
Oh, bullshit.
Whether it's state police, county
crap.
police, or a town, city, or village in the state of New York, I never took a police exam for. I don't think I want to at all. Because the pay, first of all, is not good. It's very dry and boring where I live in Westchester County. A lot of, medical and helping people in the road or trees in the road and stuff like that. I don't want to do it. I mean, there's New York City, but like I said, the pay ain't good, and me putting my life on the line for that is not worth it. I mean, I would honestly go to California and be a cop because those guys are like millionaires. Like Beverly Hills, LAPD, those guys making millions.
Shit.
The only reason I can
Now he's talking shit. So, anyway, guys, our shout outs, as we always do, guys, because I have enough of this guy tonight, man. But I only came on to basically say, Bill Hill, your friend is dead, bro. Get over it. Lucky sister, if she wants to get in contact with me once again, my email address is declankavanagh186@gmail.com, which is DECLANKAVANAGH186@gmail.com. If you have something to say, you say. I don't know, I couldn't give a fuck. What's the story? Bloodborne 12. What's the story, bro? I know who Bloodborne 12 is, but I'm not going to say who he is. What's the story, bro, anyway? Shout-outs. As we always do. My beautiful wife, Roisin. My bro in the sky, Colin and Sandra, of course. I hope you're looking down at me. Drac, Mary Brown, Helsing, Knucklehead. Who else? Jack Knight Finnegan. Oddmans. Aaron, Brian, Frankie. Keith, Louise, Glenn, Kevin, Robert. I want to say hello to Robert, of course, our new subscriber as well, Robert. Is that it, guys? Is that it? I think that's it, guys. That's our shout out for the night. I hope you enjoyed this late edition of the Hardcore FM podcast show, as always, of course, guys. And Slán Lat, Má sé do Hulle, Os an Búcail, Os an Colin, guys. Good night and God bless.